in battle, and I think he's confident that these guys out here are part of the solution, not part of the problem. And this is going to be a game of two different styles. Seton Hall wants to play slow down, half court, control the tempo by not getting into a trap meet as Coleman.
Renee off. Xavier won the first meeting between these two teams 94-72 back on New Year's Eve at the Seton Center. Ryan Conwell had 22 in that game, and they had 6 in double figures. Shaheen Holloway told us we got to find a way to pressure the basketball in this game and force Xavier into some turnovers as Jocelyn Felton hits.
A chance to possibly go to the postseason. A turnover by Dual.
And on the other end, Foster slams it home.
Defender, and he has done that for the most part this season.
And he's been part of an NCAA tournament team and win at Furman over Virginia. Renee is coming. Xavier coming off a win over Butler, 76-63 on Tuesday. They had 4 in double figures. The balance of their attack is a strength, and Fremantle's one of the leaders.
Led the way with 22 points, and I think this is a Xavier team that over this last few weeks, as Maddox lights it up, and we'll talk a lot about him. They're a very good team. That's why they've won 7 of their last 10.
Dylan Adewusu lines it up. Shaheen went to the Elite Eight with St. Peter's.
You sure did.
Full stop. When you want to talk about coaching pedigree, you get Swain just eat it up. Dalen Swain, the rise of a star in the Big East, off to Hunter. Bring it up. To come away with a victory in a game you have to have. Coleman answers.
That's just good interaction right there. A nice.
Maddox. Another Pirate turnover, their 4th. Hughley tries. John Hughley connects. 8 of 14 on the year. Just his 8th made 3. Dual long. And here come the Musketeers. They play with great pace, and Swain is a stud. And a basket here, we could see a timeout. McKnight hits it home. Timeout, Shaheen Holloway. Yep. Rebound to McKnight. Seton Hall hasn't scored in 4 minutes.
Yeah, and they're not getting the ball. The ball's sticking to one side. Nice move by McKnight. No resistance.
Davion McKnight, 2nd in the Big East assist to TO ratio. You're right. The Pirates with 6 turnovers last 7 possessions, and it's Foster.
In three-point percentage at 38%. They're 1st in the Big East in transition.
You're right, 9th in the country in fast break points. 2nd in the league, 9th in the country in free throw percentage. When they get to the line.
Seton Hall team, with Coleman out of the lineup, it's got to come from Malik Bay and Middleton. Good footwork there. Nice.
Indiana State team that really got Indianapolis, and they were right on the bubble as well to get a tournament bid, and then they ended up meeting the Pirates in the NIT championship game.
At Seton Hall.
Well, it's funny that you bring that up on a day like today, because Shaheen Holloway in the 1996 McDonald's All-American game.
I believe Kobe Bryant was on that team as well with Shaheen.
Well, Shaheen will tell you his biggest claim to fame. Shot clock at 3. Fremantle turns. He's off. Offensive rebound to Hunter. Fremantle. Short. A 3rd opportunity. Conwell. 3 times the charm for Xavier.
Yep.
Skip pass to the corner. Conwell. Again. Xavier among Mike DeCourcy's first 8 out. Our bracket forecasts every Tuesday and Friday on the Fox College Basketball social and digital platforms. Elite Bay. Because Jerome Hunter really starts to progress and get back. He tears his Achilles.
Unbelievable.
It's 6. Conwell. An exclamation point on a big first half for the Musketeers.
The backcourt of Xavier playing at the top of the game. McKnight and Conwell.
It's got Wake Forest, Ohio State, Oklahoma, and Arkansas in that last 4 in. Oklahoma and Arkansas both got big wins yesterday. Arkansas over Missouri. Or you're watching. Sean Miller said, we pay attention to it. We're not going to say we ignore it when we do. Fremantle turning and hitting.
They're taking the 3 when they can, but for the most part, nice. If you're Shaheen, I mean, you can't. The man-to-man defense is not working right now. They have not been able to get any stops. I'm not saying he's going to go primarily zone the rest of the game, but mix it up.
And Fremantle breaks right through it. And the Musketeers with their. He's been making an impact for Xavier since he was a freshman in 2019-20 as Dual. And I think he's only a beer deep, which is pretty impressive. Dante Maddox is at the line. Dante was struggling in November and December. Was there something that opened him up? Changed.
Yeah, and he talked about the transition sometimes. For a guy that played in the MAC at Toledo to now play in the Big East, it takes time. And he has made that adjustment. He knows what the Big East is about as Coleman knocks down a nice pull-up.
Be able to knock things down as a jump shoot. 2 for 2 on this trip as the Hall tries to fight their way back. A 7.
If he keeps working, stays in the gym, he's got that kind of upside.
Which is some really high praise. Double figures for Swain in 8 of the last 9 games. Elite Bay into the hands of Coleman. Look what he found.
Yeah, I don't know if that was on accident or on purpose, but it looked good, even though he didn't intend it. A week ago, and they did. And they did it by forcing turnovers and mucking the game.
Dalen Swain. Nice tip by McKnight to get it to Swain.
Yeah, sometimes that's the best option is to just get a hand on it, tip it out to a player that's in a better position. Another steal here, a great steal by Duval.
One of the Big East steals leaders, and he converts.
You know, possibly with 3 more wins, if you include this one, if they win this one, they have a chance to go.
It bears noting that no Big East team has been left out of the NCAA tournament with.
They know they can't slip up, and they know that they are being scrutinized very heavily in how they finish off the season.
David Tubeck has come into the game.
That's why they're staying in it, full court.
They break the pressure well. Maddox got it to go. Dante Maddox with 9. Back to Toomey. Adewusu with 4. Down to 2. Adewusu drives and hits.
At St. John's, and now Posh is at Dayton.
Maddox into double figures. And still a day-to-day with that knee as Coleman steps back to the line. First Pirate return in all freshman team selection in this 2015.
Yeah.
Turnover, Duval slams it home.
Bonus, McKnight, 80% foul shooter.
Coleman heaves. It's good. It's down to 10. Well, all but over in the at-large column. They'd have to win the Big East tournament. How do they handle the press in the remaining 7 and change?
Yeah, and that was a good possession there. And cut hard.
Adewusu, Tubeck, Toomey, Coleman, Duval for the Pirates as Coleman rises. He's got 20 points. Swain gliding, short, put back. It's there for Foster.
Quiet young man, plays the game the right way.
Foster, Swain, McKnight, and Fremantle for Xavier, down to 10. It's at 8. It's Fremantle to McKnight. They're in a zone. McKnight kicks, corner, Fremantle, Jersey boy, comes up Jersey big. With 3, Davion McKnight, in and out, rebound to Elite Bay, but now top into Fremantle. He is the leader. He's the veteran, wants to go dancing in March, and he's playing like it right now. And
With this being his senior year.
10 on the shot clock. Here's Coleman. That pull-up is good. His 10th 20-point game. Quick.
Aware of that. They are embracing that, you know.
Adewusu 67% on the year. Makes both. It's a 10-point game.
And as you mentioned, Swain, the best foul shooter on this team at 83%.
67% on the year, 2 of 2. Just moments ago, make it 3 of 3. Adewusu as we hit 2 minutes to go. 15 on the shot clock. Adewusu to Toomey. Yassine Toomey slams it home. It's down to single digits. Adewusu the inbounder with Toomey, Coleman. Elite Bay gets the inbounds and 1. To drop this game. It is at 5.
He went to the ball strong, a nice catch and rip. he has been very good today. Aligbe has it, attacking the.
Coming up the rest of the way.
And they've gotten that message. You could see it throughout this game. They haven't given up.
10 on the shot clock. It's Swain. Swain kicks. Conwell. That is big time from Ryan Conwell.
Huge. And then obviously Seton Hall is going right back to their full court pressure. And Xavier, they're going to trap, but they're not going to go for the foul. That's my guess. Obviously, a 3 would be better than a 2, but you need a bucket, and
Seton Hall cut it down to 3.
How about Conwell? 7-7
for Conwell, or a taste of it at least, because he was last year while at Indiana State.
Great point.
Aligbe sticks it back. 9.7. Shane Holloway uses.
Your leaders. In this case, it's a collective effort. There's no one. Sean Millicent is not a real vocal leader here. McKnight is their point guard, their floor general, but he's kind of a quiet, tough guy. Scored off the turnovers in the first half, and in the second half, timely shot making, most notably Ryan Conwell. Shaheen Holloway will call off the dogs here. Well, we don't believe in moral victories. Shaheen doesn't, but they did put up a fight. They competed, and that's all you can ask for at this point.
Xavier gets their 10th Big East win, and the Musketeers keep their bubble hopes alive.